Hi, students of Gurnick Academy. My name is Mary Patterson. I am a previous student of the online course for the ASBN. I was part of the ASBN 14 class. At the time of me enrolling into the program, I, at that time, I was and still am today a single mom working hard full time as a correctionals nurse, as well as attending Gurnick Academy online full time with a very big load of classes. I believe it was 7 classes, and I didn't really know what I was getting myself into when I got the first set of classes. I felt really overwhelmed, like, oh my gosh, what did I get myself into? Can I even do this? Really doubted myself. However, there was still this, I don't know how to explain it, will. There was this will in me to finish what I started, and I knew that I needed this program. I knew that this was a big stepping stone from where I was at to where I wanted to go, which is pursuing a license and becoming a registered nurse. So I knew that this was a big part, and no matter what I faced, no matter what adversities or distractions, and hey, I went through it in the middle of a pandemic. We had a lot of mandated work time. We had a lot of shortage in staffing. We were definitely um, affected by the wave and the just backlash of the pandemic, and working as a frontliners within our community. Though it was or is within a correctional system, we still deal with a greater part of the community and dealing with the more poverty stricken and who don't have resources like a lot of us do, our peers. And it's hard, it's difficult. So dealing with all that, and being a mom, and not to mention I also have a business that I'm very passionate about, and juggling all those things on top of submerging myself, utilizing every minute to the last of the due date to submit my homework. I unfortunately couldn't get it done the beginning of the day. Unfortunately, because of the way my life consists of with my child, and then working. So I had to find and work in the time to become successful, and there were a lot of failed attempts. There were a lot of moments of just feeling defeated, like, oh my gosh, am I gonna fix am I gonna not I'm sorry fix but am I gonna be able to complete this so that I can further on my education and not have to take a long drawn out time within a community college or somewhere else to complete what I needed so that I can move forward and give my daughter and myself a better future, and better resources and better opportunities. And I knew I had to finish this if this is what um, I wanted to do in life. So, needless to say, there was a lot of restless nights. There were a lot of times to where I maybe got an hour of sleep or 2 hours of sleep and have been up for over 24 hours. And it was just one of those things to where, if you ever played sports and you had Hell Week, anybody who's played sports knows all about Hell Week, and it's that part of time before the season starts. Mostly, sometimes in the summer, depending on what sport you played. I played rugby, and normally it would have been 1 week. This particular summer, it was 2 weeks, and it's the week where they push you. They push you past the point of breaking to where you thought you would have broke a very long time before you had actually had that moment of breakthrough. And the only way that I can explain it is if you've ever seen wine made and you're going through the wine press, and it's pressing and pressing and trying to get all the juices, and then it, moves it all around, then it presses it some more, and it's just getting every drop of the juice from the grapes to make the wine. Well, it's the same concept within Hell Week of sports. You're going through that pressing and pressing, and your coaches are pushing you to get through this excruciating, never thought you would be able to push yourself to those limits type of activity. And those two examples of the Hell Week in sports and the wine pressing of to create wine is how I felt the whole entire program, from balancing work and balancing school and making sure, different classes had different requirements and different standards that you needed to abide by. And a lot of them took time. You could not just, sit down and rush through. You had accountability. You had teachers that made sure that you were retaining the information with the material that they were given. And it felt so good being at that last week and the last crunch of all your finals that you need, with all the adversities that you may or may not face. Myself, it was very intense. I had a lot of adversities. I thought I wasn't going to pass a class. I actually got notice of, hey, red flag, we're not doing too good over here. And nevertheless, I did it, and you can do it too. The only thing that would have changed the outcome of me completing this program, and it's simple, it's me. If I would have gave up on me, if I would have gave up on what my ultimate goal was in completing this, I would have never have finished, and I would have never been to the next step of completing my ultimate goal, which is becoming an RN and even more and further into that. That's just the beginning. And I know I need to continue on, give myself a little bit of breathing time now. But I tell anybody, if you believe you can do it, even if it's like a grain of salt, that's all it takes. And your will to not give up on yourself, and your will to not stop, never give up on, no matter what it is, whether it is going into and finishing the program you're currently in, or starting a business, or continuing your education. You are the only roadblock that separates yourself to the success of your goal. So good luck to you. Good luck through the pandemic. And yeah, that has been my experience with Jernigan. I hope that each and every one of you find that amazing experience and make it happen. Good luck.